Shall we get on to the renamed JP's Best Bet segment?
Yes, please.
That was.
Let's do it.
I still think that might have been a little bold. You know, we had all the positive energy from naming it JP's Bet
I
segment.
took Jets money line. They had no wins.
True. You didn't make it a bet though.
I heavily advise people to take Jets money line.
That doesn't count.
Okay. I disagree.
Well, if it wasn't one of the best bets, you can't retcon
it was Jets plus 6.5.
Well, that's different than taking the money line.
But
I
people
covered that
heard
by
his
7
advice
points.
publicly.
That is
So I think
true.
that does matter for something,
That
as
is
we're
true.
trying to prove, or trying to get him his wins out in the public instead of him just winning in private.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. Well, hit us again. Another great week.
Well, this week we're going for the more is more tactic, and we are going to again add 2 additional bets to the number we had last week. So we've traditionally done 3 bets during this segment. That has failed us. We went to 5 bets last week because we said law of averages says we are more likely to win more than lose more with there being more bets, which of course makes a ton of sense.
Yeah. The math.
of course.
The math. We did the math off air, but it works out.
So I'm going to piggyback and bet on our success that we had last week and add 2 additional bets this week. And we've got 6 from the NFL and 1 from college football. I'm going to start with the 4 that are coming straight off the same trend that I bet last week, which were my 4 of my bets last week were this, and then we had the Buffalo bet that we just threw on there at the end. Of course, that panned out really, really well. But 4 are coming from this same trend. Teams following a win on Thursday Night Football this season are 1-6. The Chargers won on Thursday Night Football and go to Nashville this weekend to play the Tennessee Titans. Sanders will not be in attendance, and he will be happy that he wasn't.
Or the outlier. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm going to heavily advise you to take Titans money line. Yes, this is the same guy who said last week take Jets money line, and also the week prior to that take the Bengals to beat the Steelers on Thursday Night Football, which was also a 7.5 point spread. This is 9.5. Give me Tennessee plus 9.5. Give me Cam Ward to get his second win, his first real win, because I don't count the Arizona Cardinals win, and I never will. Titans shock the Chargers. This is a noon game, so again, the body clock thing the Chargers will have to weather through. The last time they did that, they lost to a rookie quarterback in the New York Giants.
Well, that was different. That was a 9 a.m. body clock as opposed to 10 a.m.
This is
Nashville
fair.
is-
It's still 9 a.m. body clock.
Is Nashville Central Time?
It's going to be a noon kickoff for us, a 1 p.m. kickoff.
Yeah.
So it's a
10 a.m.
10 a.m. And I meant that the first time as well. It's a 10 a.m. kickoff regardless again. And last time that happened, they lost to the Giants. Give me Tennessee to continue this trend to make teams following Thursday Night Football winning 1-7, Kevin, this year. I heavily advise taking Titans money line, but I'm not going to make it a best bet because who would do that? That's unless you're going to give me 6 points or something, or 8 points.
We'll give you all the points. We'll put you at 500.
There you go. I like it. Now I will continue this trend with teams following a loss on Thursday Night Football. The Vikings, they're 4-3 the next week. Last week we took the Steelers to beat the Packers, and we took Pittsburgh plus 3.5. That was the first time a team had been an underdog all season following a loss on Thursday Night Football. The Vikings are a 9.5 point underdog again this week. So I'm going to bet off of that trend of last week, and I'm going to take Detroit minus 9.5 to beat the Vikings. J.J. McCarthy's supposed to start, but that's his first start since he played the Atlanta Falcons week 2. I think everything just favors Detroit here. Divisional matchups, so Dan Campbell and those guys are going to be motivated. Give me Detroit minus 9.5. We will now continue. Teams following a loss on Monday Night Football are 3-7 this year. Unfortunately, Jack's Commanders lost to the Kansas City Chiefs on Monday Night Football this past Monday.
Brutal.
They play hosting the Seattle Seahawks on Sunday Night Football this weekend. And did that spread just move? I swear it did. But if it didn't, we are going to take Seattle. It's the same spread. Seattle minus 2.5 to defeat the Commanders, because teams following a loss this season on Monday Night Football are 3-7. The only teams that have won the following week are the Bills, who actually won the week after the bye, and the Chiefs, which are two great teams. And, of course, last week we also bet Tampa Bay following their loss to beat the Saints, because they're another great team. I don't see the Commanders as a great team, Jack. I'm sorry.
I
don't think
understand.
you do
I agree.
either.
I completely agree.
So give me Seattle minus 2.5. And the last one is coming again from Monday Night Football. Teams following a win on Monday Night Football are 3-6 this year. The Chiefs won on Monday Night Football and will play Buffalo this week. Give me Buffalo plus 2.5 to continue that trend. Those are my 4 trends off primetime football. Now I have 3 more bets. I'm going to take Dallas minus 2.5. Here's the trend, I guess you could say it, but really my reasoning. Arizona last year before the bye week, same head coach, supposed to be the same quarterback. We expect Kyler Murray to start this week on Monday Night Football against Dallas. Pre-bye, they were 5 of their last 6. They'd won 5 of the last 6 games. They went on the road to Seattle to play Geno Smith, who's apparently terrible, Mike McDonald at home, who is terrible at home, and they're off of a bye, and they lost 16-6 after winning 5 of the last 6 games, after being hot. So I'm going to take Dallas minus 2.5, who I think this is already an insane spread to begin with, if I'm being honest. This spread has to be bigger. So give me Dallas minus 2.5, coming off the loss to Denver, and Arizona coming off the bye after they got put in the graveyard on bye week. How do you even do that? They lost to the bye week in a 1-score game. Give me Dallas to win by 1 score, but more than 2 points. Give me Dallas minus 2.5. My last 2, I'm going to take one that has no trend, but it's a win-win scenario. Tyler Shuck makes his first official NFL start in Los Angeles this weekend against the Los Angeles Rams. It's a win-win scenario.
For you.
The Rams, yes, for me. Not for, if you bet on this, it's not.
Unless you're a Saints fan.
Unless you're a Saints fan. If the Rams win and cover, it's another best bet that's a green little box we get to put next to it. If the Rams don't cover, that means Tyler Shuck played good. Because I don't think this defense plays good against Stafford and Puka Nacua. And that means Tyler Shuck covered 14.5. And even if it was 2 touchdowns, I think we would celebrate that. So it's a win-win scenario, and that's why I'm just going to throw that on there as a best bet, because you don't get that many times.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all could cover and him play bad.
He could get benched for Rattler, sure.
No, is 28-14 y'all cover, right?
Yes.
So it could be 4 Rams touchdowns, or with a Tyler Shuck pick 6 and like an Alvin Kamara 80-yard touchdown, and then a Matthew Stafford interception on the 10-yard line, and you score a touchdown.
Wouldn't be his first pick 6 in that building this year.
Not at all. Y'all could win cover and he'd be bad.
That's a very specific scenario. I don't see that as possible.
Very fair.
I'm going to rule that out. And then we are going to take our only college football bet of the weekend. I'm going to take Houston in the cage, minus 12.5. And here's the reason. They host West Virginia. West Virginia on the road this year is 0-4. Okay, big deal. They're a bad football team. They're 0-4, losing at Ohio to Parker Navarro, 17-10. Didn't cover the spread. Losing 41-10 to Jalen Daniels in Kansas, not covering the spread. Losing 38-24 against BYU, not covering the spread. And losing to Scott Frost in UCF. The score's not up there. Do you want to guess what the score was? West Virginia at UCF.
West Virginia.
UCF had the worst odds to win the conference to start the year.
28-17.
No.
35-10.
45-13.
That's close.
They got blown out by Scott Frost and UCF.
That hurts.
Give me the Cage to be rocking the Cougars to get to 8-1, and Houston minus 12.5. Those are my 7 best bets of the week. If we have another winning week, this trend will continue. We'll have 9 next week. I
Bet.
can't wait.
Bet. Good stuff.